Good team win right there. Never easy. We made it hard on ourselves there at the end. I think we can be better, but it's a good team win. And the guys fought, and we knew they were going to have to fight to get that one. With injuries, really the only thing of note is Ronnie Harrison has an injury to his shoulder. We'll get an MRI on that, and I'll know more about that after the MRI. But with that, I'll take any questions.
Thank you, Coach. First question to Tom Withers.
Thanks, Rob. Thanks, Kevin. It's been quite a week for you guys. Did you almost expect it to go that way considering all the other obstacles you had all week?
We expect anything, Tom. I mean, you're right, and that's okay. We're ready for it. We've played in a bunch of different games. We've had to find a way to win a bunch of different ways, and it's good. That's not going to change.
And I know you only saw it live and probably haven't seen the replay yet, but the Vernon play down the stretch there, what was your view of that?
Yeah, I'd have to look at it again, Tom. I mean, really disappointing that we can't get off the field. We're off the field,
right.
And so I'd have to look at it, but it is what it is.
Thanks.
Next up is Tony Grossi.
Hey, Kevin, I wanted to give you a chance to shout out a maligned player, Andrew Sandeo, saved the TD with a breakup and then intercepted the 2-point conversion. What'd you think of his game?
Yeah, he does a nice job back there. Really playing hard, playing with great effort, gets his hands on the ball there. You're right, stopping them in those two-point conversions ended up being a big deal. So really happy for him to make that play, and that's what we need. We need guys in the back end that will make plays on the ball.
All right, thank you.
Thank you, Tony. Scott Petrick is up next.
Hey, Kevin, what was your view kind of on the 3rd down and 4th down where they had the challenge, they marked it short, and Baker misses a guy? You talked about making it tough on yourselves. Is that what you were?
Yeah, I'm just disappointed. We need to be able to get that bottom line. If it's inches, like you mentioned, we had a play in the flat, didn't make it, but then we should make a play on 4th down. It's inches. So that's disappointing. That's something that we'll talk about with the team. And I say that because our offense has high expectations of themselves. So we if we get in those moments that they need to convert, and they know that, and I can help them out with play calls also, obviously. But I just think we got to have the mentality that if we're going for it there, we got to get it.
And did you know you had another challenge if you wanted to challenge the 4th down stop?
Yes.
Okay, thanks.
Thank you, Scott. Mary Kate.
Good. Sorry.
Next.
You kind of alluded to this a little bit, but you said you made it hard on yourselves. Just how grateful, fortunate do you feel to be able to come out of here with a victory, with how well those guys battled back and how well Mike Glennon did for them?
Yeah, we knew it was going to be tough. It wasn't going to be easy, and that's what we signed up for coming down here. We knew that. Again, I'm always going to point the finger at myself, and we're always going to look in the mirror and say, what can we do better? Because there's a plenty. And then, but to know that the guys late in these games playing smart situational ball and find a way to win.
Thanks, Mary Kay. To Jeff Shadell.
Hey, Kevin, could you talk about the game that Jarvis Landry had, the biggest game of his season? What was the difference today?
He's older, had his birthday yesterday, so that maybe played into it. He does, again, talking about team guys, he does whatever it takes to win. You can find a ton of clips of him blocking down the field, finishing his guys, and then when he gets his hands on the ball and he has strong hands, I mean, the one catch he made when we were backed up was incredible. He does a great job with the ball in his hands. He's a guy I really love to coach him because he wants to be coached and he wants to be great, and he also wants the team to win.
Thank you, Jeff. Jake Crowder, you're up.
Yeah, Kevin, I know, the times it maybe wasn't pretty out there, but could you just weigh in on the significance of getting to 8 wins, and clinching a non-losing season for a franchise that hadn't done that since 2007?
Yeah, we're just trying to go 1-0 each week, Jake. We get to 8, and we have a bunch more games here to go. So we're really not concerned with the past.
How did you think Baker played today?
Yeah, I thought he played okay. He made some amazing plays with his feet. I know, like all these quarterbacks, every guy gets out of a game and they're going to want throws back. And I know he's like that. He's hard on himself. But he's making plays on 3rd down. He's making plays on the perimeter. He's running the show. So he's doing a nice job helping us win.
Thanks, Jake. Doug Maurice has our next question.
Kevin, late in the game, you're up 8, about 6 minutes left. You could have tried a 39-yard field goal to go up 2 scores. Why not try the field goal? Why'd you go for it on 4th down?
Yeah, those are things, Doug, I always consider. In the moment, you're considering that. I just felt like the plays that we had would convert. And I take all of it into account, our matchup, the plays themselves, the players that are running those plays. And I felt confident in them that we could continue to, move the chains and have an opportunity to go score a touchdown or like you said, run a few more minutes off the clock and make it kick a field goal. But we didn't get it done. And ultimately, I got to look back and see what I can do better for the guys.
Thanks. Thank you, Doug. To Nate Ulrich.
Hey, Kevin, what can you say about Nick Chubb today, and then specifically at the end there on the 3rd and 12 screen to ice?
Yeah, he did a nice job on that screen, and we needed the clock to be running, and he made sure we got the first and the clock was running. He's done, he's a very smart player, as everybody knows, just understanding the situation. But I thought both he and Kareem ran really hard. I thought we did a nice job up front. I think we had over 210 yards rushing. So great effort by all people involved that make that run go.
Thanks, Nate. Back to Scott Petrick.
Hey, Kevin, with Baker, is it kind of hard to assess his performance when he makes some really throws into really tight windows and then misses a couple that seem like they're wide open?
Listen, I want him to make them all. There's nobody that makes every throw. It just doesn't happen. All right. That's the nature of playing the game. And he does a great job of playing this game and makes an amazing play for us to win. And he's doing a good job with that. But 100% completion percentage, I don't think it's happened very often.
Thanks.
Thanks, Scott. We'll go to Jason Lloyd, Nate Ulrich. We'll wrap with Coach. Jason, go ahead.
Yeah, Kevin, I just want to circle back on the challenges, because watching on TV, there was some confusion if you did get the challenge back or not, if you got it in time. If you had another challenge, why not challenge the 4th down spot? When did you know that you still had a challenge?
I don't believe – I'd have to go back and look at – Jason, we were talking about it on the headset, but I don't believe I had that challenge. I got the timeout back, but I don't think I got the challenge back.
Okay. All right. Thanks.
Thank you, Jason. Final question to Nate Ulrich.
Kevin, I didn't want to let this go without you having a chance to say something about Callie. So I know you've talked highly of her before, but for the situation you guys would be in, missing a coach, and for her to get the nod to take over, what was the reason behind that?
Yeah, well, first of all, congrats to Drew and Louisa and the birth of their baby girl. That's the big news. So we're excited about them. And then the other big news is Callie, is a great utility player for us, and she can fill in anywhere. And she's involved in the offensive, defensive, special teams. You know what she does behind the scenes for us. And just with what 2020 has brought to us, to me, to this organization, we need people to be team players. And Callie will do anything. She's folding towels in the equipment room because we're down a few people there. So anything it takes. So I'm proud of her and proud of her journey, and it's going to continue here.